Hello, this is a video for the matter Automatas Programables of the Instituto Tecnológico Superior de Jalapa, and my team is conformed by Camacho Mora Juan Carlos, Coronado Garcia Angelice, Hernández Cuervo David Alejandro. We're going to talk about EEC 61131. The part 1 it's about general information that applies to programmable controller and their associated and their apply to programmable controller and their associated peripherals such as debugging tools, human machine interface, etc., which have as their intended use the control and command our machines and industrial process. PLCs and their associated peripherals are intended to be used in an industrial environment and may be provided as open or enclosed equipment. PLC and their associated peripherals are intended to be used in an industrial environment and may be provided as open or enclosed equipment. If a PLC or its associated peripherals are intended for use in other environments, the specific requirements, standards, and installation practices for those other environments must be additional applies to the PLC and associated peripherals. Part 2. Equipment requirements and test. It is a part of series of standards on industrial control equipment, including programmable controls and their associated peripherals, and should be read in conjunction with the other parts of the series. However, it can be read and applicable alone. This standard defines for industrial control equipment the following: testing and verifications methods, operating conditions, temperature and climatic test, functional requirement and test for power supplies, EMC requirement and tests, marking and documentation requirements, and the part 3 programming language. The third part provides the only global standard for industrial control programming. It harmonizes the way people design and operate industrial controls by standardizing the programming interface. A standard programming interface allows the people with different backgrounds and skills to create different elements of a program during different stages of the software life cycle: specification, design, implementation, testing, installation, programming elements, syntactic and semantic rules for the most commonly used programming language. This includes the graphical language, ladder diagram, and function block diagram, and the textual language industrial list, and structured text, as well as the sequential function chat language used to structure the internal organization of a program.
IEC 61131-4 User Guidelines. PLCs, their application program, and their associated peripherals are considered as components for a control system. PLC users should take note that this standard does not deal with the automatical system in which the PLC and PLC system is both one component. However, when applying this use guideline, an overall system architecture evolution is recommended. An objective of this use guideline is to facilitate communication between the PLC user and PLC supplier according to the specifications. IEC 61131-5 Communication. This part specifies the communication aspect of the programmable controller. It is specification from the viewpoint of the PC how any device can communication with a PC as a server and how a PC can communicate with another device. In particular, it specifies the behavior of the PC as it provides service on behalf of another device and the service the PC application program can request from other device. IEC 61151 that sets functional safety. Specifies requirements for programmable controls, PLCs, and their associated peripherals, which are the intended to be used as the logic subsystems and an overall electronic, programmable electronic safety relay system. Generally consists of sensors, actuators, software, and a logic subsystem. IEC 61151-7 Fuzzy Control Programming defines a language for the programming of fuzzy control applications used by programming controllers. The object of this part is to offer the manufacturers and the users a well-defined common understanding of the basic means to integrate fuzzy control applications in the programming control languages according to the Part 3. The theory of fuzzy logic in the application of the control is named fuzzy control.
INC 61131H Guideline for the application and implementation of the programming language. The part we is the technical report referring to programming of the programmable control system. Use the programming language defined in the Part 3. This document provides guideline for the application of the Part 3, guideline for the application of the Part 3 language for programming control system, programming of the evolving to recommendation. ANC 61151-9 Single Root Digital Communication Interface for Small Sensor and Actuator. This is the part specifying a single root digital communication interface technology for small sensor and actuator. CDCI, we censor the traditional digital UP and digital UP interface and define in Part 2 towards and point-to-point communication line. The technology enables the transferring and parameters to device and the delivery of diagnostical information from the device to the automated system. The technology is mainly intended for use with the sample, sensor, and actuator in factory automatic. We include a small and cost-effective microcontroller. INC 61131-10 PLC Open SNL Design Format. This is the part specifying an SNL based design format for the export and import of the Part 3 project. The design format specifies and the corresponding SNL schema. The SNL schema is independent fine with the DOP as it's the station and has to the part of the specification.